Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This, when I first saw the trailer, I thought, well, what took you so long? It took the time, didn't it? Yeah. How long was it? I'm not even going to count. Probably about 4 or 5 years, I think it was. Unlike Duke Nukem, which took 12. But I'm generally excited for this game. I mean, amazingly excited, because I enjoyed Oblivion a lot. It was one of those RPGs that got me immersed into his world, which I don't really get that a lot from RPGs back then, at least. I mean, there's very few like him, Knights of the Republic. But when I heard the improvements they're going to do, I was like, I'm thinking, what's the improvements they're going to do? When I read it up, they're going to improve everything. The combat, the story, the setting, the graphics, just everything. I've already seen examples of it, like the dual wielding of weapons. Both you could use weapons and magic at the same time. You can also use, or you could dual wield magic and weapons at the same time. You can also use your shield to shield bash as well, which I'm kind of like at last, because we didn't get the shield bash anyone. Also, you can sprint, you can jump, and you can also craft your own weapons, which I quite like. Or at least craft weapons. Don't know if you can craft your own. And the environments look alive. They look amazingly alive, and the village looks like a village instead of this squandered place of. Instead of like when you enter a village, it's just either covered by a huge wall of loading times, or this or it's just this little small patch of houses. You know, they actually look like a village. I'm definitely excited for this. And also, it seems like they said they're going to stop with when you do conversations, they're going to stop the whole weird stop time thing. When you did conversations in Oblivion, time stopped for some reason. The characters stay still. Never understood that, but oh, I don't know. I just don't know what else I'm going to expect. I don't really like to try and think of everything, because it might make it too hyped for me. But yeah, again, it just looks incredible. I can't help it. It is one of those very few games I'm just generally really, really excited for, which it's quite rare for me to get excited for a game like this. Well, not like this. I love RPGs. I know a little bit of the story. I know it takes like 200 years after Oblivion, and you're the last Dragonborn, which I'm sure that's what the Emperor was. I think he was. I don't know. It's been so long since I played Oblivion. But I'm just looking forward to dungeon crawling again and killing those giant tarantulas because they deserve to die. And the undead and such. I'm looking forward to this, and just seeing what guilds there are and what kind of strange adventures I'm gonna have in this game. I just wonder. I'm just gonna love crawling through dungeons though, and maybe old castles, if there are any old castles, and talking to people. I mean, I don't think there's really much to say, because they're going to improve everything. I even heard it's got wildlife in it. I wonder if you get to do hunting in it as well. Maybe. But I'm genuinely looking forward to this. I'm going to see how much the environments are going to be like. There's snow, there's rain, there's sunshine and such, and then as I said before, the wildlife. I wonder how the wildlife's going to react, because it never really reacts that much. Only a wolf or a bear comes along. And of course, when you get to a certain level, big giant spider woman comes along, and you're like, what the fuck? And such. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I am definitely going to get this when it comes out. The 11th of the 11th of the 11th. Yeah, great time to release that. Fear Free. Is it me, or does this game looks like shit? Actually, no, it just doesn't look very good. I really have no hope for this game. I did like the first Fear, but then the second Fear came along. It was just the same thing, apart from it was really generic and wasn't really that scary. Actually, I don't think the first one that was scary. It just startled you most of the time. But Fear Free just doesn't look very good. I don't know what it is. I think it just changed so much, and I know it's going to head to a different direction. I don't mind games going to a different direction. You know, change. You know, do something bold, change the mechanics a bit and such. But this doesn't look very good whatsoever. It looks really slow. It looks sloppy, and I don't think it's going to be that scary either. I mean, as I said, Fear has never been scary. It doesn't. I don't think this is going to be even less scary. I think it's going to be silly, and I think it's trying to be more as Call of Duty action shooter now. Actually, Fear 2 was like that as well. Ugh. I don't know what I'm trying to get at here. This game confuses me, and the co-op thing. I don't know about the co-op either. I know you can control two different people, one basically using guns in slow mode and the other one using telekinesis and such, and can possess people's bodies, but this just doesn't it just doesn't strike a good tone with me. It looks like crap. It looks like it plays crap as well. I know it's a bit unfair saying it looked like it plays crap, but it's really hard to really like this game. It's really hard to see any potential in it at all. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't look very good, and I don't think the story was that interesting either. At least, and then we had the mute main character in both fucking games. I just don't understand that. And there's not a lot to say about this, but I'd say this looks like shit. Another thing that worries me about this game is the E has been replaced with a 3, and the last time I saw a game that replaces E with a 3 was Driver 3, and I fucking hate that game. It was horrid back in 2004. It's still horrid now. Time has not been good to it. Time's not going to change it, of course. Okay, what the hell did I think that a bad game would become a good game by time? Odd. But yeah, this is not gonna end good. I really don't. I think the live action trailers looked more impressive than the game itself. I'd rather see the live action trailers. I want to see them more than the game. Please help us. Final Fantasy 13-2. You know I'm going to come to this. You know I was going to talk about this game. You know I was going to come to this game. All I gotta say is, why have you made a sequel to Final Fantasy 13? The worst fucking RPG I've ever played, and one of the worst games ever made in 2010. I said one of the worst. The worst is Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days, another Square Enix game. You know, Square Enix is pretty much the equivalent of herpes these days. Why? Because they are. I mean, when you think of bad RPGs, slap Square Enix. That's what it means. You probably could find them in a dictionary somewhere of bad game. And not only that in 2010, but they had to release Final Fantasy 14, and there you go, another piece of crap. Ugh. Okay, just to let you know, I really don't get this. I don't really get why they made a sequel, because I don't want a sequel to this game. I don't think anyone wants a sequel to this game, other than idiots who say, "Oh, this game's good. It has a good story." No, it doesn't. Seriously, Square Enix, you really need to go back to school. When you're being criticized by someone who's only completed just a couple of months ago his level 1 English exam, there's 5 levels, just to let you know, and level 1's lowest. When you've been criticizing storytelling by a level 1 English, I mean, this wouldn't even pass level 1 English. This is fucking bollocks of what story you produced. And now you made Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 2. You can't sequelize a sequel. That cannot happen. I'm just pissed off at the moment. I really can't believe this. I mean, okay, let's get on with it. All I've heard is they've improved the combat system. Yeah, right. And for some reason they brought Lightning back. Why does everyone like Lightning? What is so good about her? I don't understand it. I'm not interested in her. I don't feel emotion for her whatsoever. I don't care for her. I mean, and who the fuck is this guy with feathers in his hair? Is he trying to be an Indian? I don't know. He doesn't look Indian to me. Or Native American, if you want to put it that way. He... I don't know. Maybe he's part of YMCA. I don't have a clue. And then... What the fuck is Lightning wearing? What is that? What she's wearing? All of a sudden we're in Futuristic City with a stupid name, Cocoon. And then, or planet. I mean, I keep forgetting it's a city or planet because it never explained itself very well. And then, now you got Lightning wearing. What the fuck is that? What is that she's wearing? What? Oh, I don't know. Why are we continuing with the story? Why? I don't want to continue. I don't want to see hope. I don't want to see snow. I just... Why are they here? And you know, I might as well, since I'm talking about Final Fantasy X2, which I'm not looking forward to, it should go to fucking hell. It should go to hell. It should burn in hell. It should. We should talk about Final Fantasy Versus. Oh yes, you know I saw the gameplay trailer to this, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't look bad. But the last time I said a game didn't look bad was Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, so I have no hopes for Versus either. I mean, and not only this, I saw a part in this game where someone went into a third-person shooting. There's another game that reminds me of shooting, and it was an RPG. Oh god. Oh no. Please don't show me that picture of the game. I mean, I hated that game as well. I mean, the Final Fantasy Versus, I mean, I really don't know what to think about this game. I really don't know. I said I have no hope for this. I bet the story's going to be absolutely bloody stupid, and I bet it'll make no bloody sense either. See that? Look what you've done to me, Square Enix. If you have any brains, you will not have any hope for this series either. Seriously, Square Enix, please die. I don't care how you die. Either with a sudden heart attack, loss of money, or adopted by aliens. I'm hoping for the adopted by aliens part. Please go away. Just don't return. Just go away. You've lost it. You're not very good. You can't make movies. You can't make games. Just fuck off. Right, moving on.